wish you could still see it, but
And you don't have major, I mean, you're either doing 2 or 3, to me, you would do 3 to say you need points, right?
I think that's your only bid.
Yeah.
But
I'm not going to put all the spots in. I'm just going to put
And no corporate
I'm going to
major.
put X's in for
Right.
the other spot cards.
Okay.
Okay.
we're done.
Yeah. So here's 112.
So this is probably if you do have the sheet right in front of you. Your partner opens a diamond. What would you do? Playing inverted minors. 2 diamonds. Is everybody okay with a 1-round force with this hand?
Yeah.
You've got 10 high card points, but because of the big diamond fit, you can certainly give yourself a little added value, dummy points, whatever, for that singleton heart, right? That doesn't mean that you don't ultimately end up playing in no trump. Maybe your partner wants to be in no trump.
You want to sit on it?
So this is a kind of a minimum. I would call this a good minimum inverted raise, right? Whatever partner does next, you're just going to retreat to 3 diamonds, right? Most likely.
Right.
So you can always convey with your next bid, hey partner, I just had a minimum. And I don't even think it's a stretch. It's a legit inverted raise, but it's on the minimum end.
One quick question. When you said points, can I count distribution?
Sure. Once you have a fit, you can definitely factor your distribution.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this would be.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, again, a partner's opening a diamond. I think you can give that singleton heart whatever value, however you typically value your singletons. Again, with me, I do this more subjectively. I don't assign a specific number of points for the singleton, but I'm definitely upgrading the hand. So.
You can't count as many points as just
I may, since we don't have time to go through all these, I may not. May not do them all. Well, if
Could answer it.
I've got a couple of these have multiple possibilities. I didn't even fill out I didn't even fill out a key, if you will. Let's take a look at C.
Yeah.
Just because this is maybe a little bit similar
Yeah, 1 diamond.
to A.
That's right.
All right. So this hand on the right, example C on that worksheet, partner opens 1 club.
He's not doing them all.
Okay.
What do you think?
So it's 2 clubs.
2 clubs.
2 clubs? So again, it's 9 high card points, but I think you can upgrade a little bit. You can, with 6 card club support and a singleton spade.
Yeah.
I think your
Right.
your dummy points here are working, and again, you don't want to get partner too excited. Certainly, the next time you bid, you may want to slow partner down a little bit. On the other hand, if you're going to have 9 points, having king, queen, 10, 9, 6 in your suit, and an ace on the side, that's a good amount.
So this is
You certainly don't want to necessarily drive the game or anything like that, but the main point I think about a hand like this is I feel like it's too good for 3 clubs. Because if you see 9 high card points and you think, well, maybe it's just a constructive raise, then I think you've probably undervalued the hand a little bit.
Or you could go 2. You go 2 and then make it 3.
Let's see. What about let's look at D.
Oh, okay. Because you know they have 13.
So you know you have a game.
This one here is all right. So this one's a little different, little different from what we've looked at. 14 high card points, and you have 4 hearts and 6 diamonds on this one.
Yeah. So good one.
All right. So much to your surprise, partner opens 1 diamond. very tempting to raise those diamonds, isn't it?
No, one heart.
However, bidding 2 diamonds denies 4-card major, right? And king, queen, fourth is not a bad heart holding, and your partner could have, for all we know, partner has 4 hearts, right? So even with a big diamond fit, if we have an 8-card heart fit, we still want to play there because it scores better.
Okay, so if you've got 4 little hearts,
4 little, I'll still probably bid a heart. And the thing is, if you don't have a heart fit, the nice thing about this is you can always
Go back
support
to
diamonds later.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing here, since you're not having a 2/1 auction, and we will be addressing this in future weeks in this class because I know it's on our syllabus, this may end up being territory where, depending on how partner rebids, where you might need one of your gadgets like 4th suit forcing to set up your game force because there's no 2/1 here, right? So sometimes these auctions can get a little more involved because now, like, if partner comes back and bids a spade or partner comes back and bids a no trump, you're like, okay, well, you know, I want to set up a force, and I'd eventually also like to show this great diamond support because who knows, it could be your 6 diamond hand, right? I mean, you've got distribution and you've got incredible support.
One no trump.
So, yeah, let's say partner does something like rebid a spade.
So you
Well,
need to-
that's where, and again, we're not doing this today, but we will eventually get into it. That's where you end up having to use like 2 clubs to set up your game force, and then you show your diamond support later. So, let's see, where are we? We've got a few more clips. Let's see here.
I don't try to remember that.
Yes. You go, oh, great, my partner has clubs.
Oh, since we talked about this
Read them.
a little earlier, yeah, let's, what about,
Says you got 10
this is G
down.
on your sheet. So, partner opens 1 diamond, and there is a takeout double. So you've got a balanced, what, 11 count? Redouble?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you have 4-card diamond support. In theory, you have a diamond raise. On the other hand, you're balanced, right?
Yeah.
So you can start with redouble. And, I mean, so if your right-hand opponent had passed, what would you have bid with this hand? If I got 1 diamond pass,
2 no.
2 no with a balanced 11? You could still do that, and that would be okay, although eventually we'd like 2 no to be conventional for you. That's going to be the Jordan/Stormer bid. So a lot of people won't have a natural 2 no available. So starting with redouble always works here, right? You can start with redouble, and look, you've got honors in every suit, so you should feel more comfortable about no trump, especially when you know that most missing honors are on your right.
Yeah.
Like in this, you have King Jack X of spades. So one thing you always want to think about, how is the hand going to play based on the bidding? If you need to finesse for the Queen of Spades on this hand, do you think it's going to work? It's more likely to work if that card isn't in partner's hand, right? So that's a good thing. That helps you with the play of the hand.
Right.
You know the location of a potential missing card. You think, hey, if I have to lead a spade from partner's hand toward my King Jack, this is probably going to be a winning proposition because that missing card is probably with the takeout. So yeah, it looks like you're ultimately headed toward no trump, but you can certainly always start with your redouble here. Show partner the values, and then you can bid no trump at your next turn. Let's see here. We did talk about something that looked a lot like problem H, but why don't we look at it once more just for a reminder. You have a full opening hand, 13 points. Your partner opens the club, and then we get a spade overcall. So in theory, you had an inverted raise, but it's off, right? Because of the suit interference. So you can't bid 2 clubs. Can't bid 3 clubs. Your hand's way too good for both of those bids, right? So what do you think? 2 spade? Q bid? So yeah, we talked about before. This is a great hand for it. And again, your hope is that if you Q bid, that maybe partner has a spade stopper, and if partner can bid 2 no, you'll raise to 3. If partner can't bid no trump, well, then it looks like you should be playing in clubs, and because that's your best fit. And do you have 11 tricks in clubs? Maybe.
Tell me again what the 2 spade cubit means.
So again, totally artificial, because you're bidding the opponent's suit. It says, partner, I have invitational or better values, and I have club support. So you don't have to have quite as good of a hand to do this. If you had a good 10 or 11 points with that club holding, you could Q bid. Now with a lesser hand, if you Q bid and partner retreats to your suit, like, take away your king of hearts from this hand. So you just have a 10-point hand with the ace jack of diamonds and the king queen of clubs. If that was your hand, you could still start with a Q bid, you'd be good enough. But then if partner retreated to 3 clubs, then you would just let it go. You would just so, and the beauty of the Q bid is that it works out that you can always stop at the appropriate level in your suit. You were always willing, with that hand to compete to at least 3 clubs anyhow. So you can Q bid, and if partner says, no, I've just got a minimum, you can always stop if you want. So that's the nice thing about Q bid.